dashing through the snow. Get the fuck out of my way.
Move, bitch!
You're so fucking slow. And fat, what do you weigh?
Seriously, how bad are you?
Can't fucking see. Start a fucking fight.
Bring it on!
Get out of my way, you fucking hoe. I'm driving here tonight.
Move!
Oh, jingle bells, go to hell. Get the fuck out of my way.
Move, bitch!
Oh, what fun it is to ride over bodies every day.
Oh, fucking
Hey,
move!
jingle bells, go to hell. Bitch, what did I
Are
say?
you fucking listening?
Run that ass, cause you can't hide from my motherfucking sleigh.
Ask and you shall receive. I got quite a few requests to put the Black Friday rant back on. Well, I lost the original video. Okay, alright, yeah, I know. Since I did make that video, there is some stuff that I can add to it. So hopefully you can still enjoy this 2020 version, if you will, or whatever. But the reason why people really wanted me to re-upload the old video is because they agree with me. They hate Black Friday just as I do. Now, I'm just not into it. I think it's absolutely stupid that people camp out just to go Christmas shopping. And of course, hate hearing about all the violence and all the incidents that happen every year. I just hate it because it's just pushing away the Thanksgiving holiday for many people. Just because they got to be first in line for that discount on a TV they don't need. Do I understand why people don't care for Thanksgiving nor celebrate it? Sure. Along with the December holidays, it's a bitch to plan your travel schedule around, and it sucks for many employees that get the Thursday off, but not the Friday. If you have ever worked in a warehouse job, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Turkey is great on sandwiches, but not as an entree, at least not in my opinion. Forced family get-togethers can also be a turnoff, and if you don't like football or parades, then you better hope there's something else on TV. I'm just traditional in the sense that I enjoy the family time together, whether immediate or sometimes extended. I also used to get very agitated as a young child over the apparent skipping of Thanksgiving. My parents even recall a moment where I ran outside and yelled out at the neighborhood,
"There's no decorating for Christmas or Thanksgiving!"
My family is more traditional in that sense as well. My mother decorates for every major holiday, including Thanksgiving, and she even has her own tradition that she brings to the party whether she hosts it or not. As traditional as my family is, I do have family members who are very much into Black Friday. And I mean seriously into it. They study the catalogs. They look up where the best deals are going to be. And their children have always been spoiled at the holidays. And I mean spoiled. Always getting the latest phones, video game consoles, the works. As such, now that the kids are grown up, it's more cars and more manpower. Back in the early 2000s, back when Thanksgiving could still be Thanksgiving, we used to have a lot of nice nights together and a lot of great family gatherings, even though they were still into Black Friday at the time. But because the recent years of the sales beginning on Thursday, it has become very obvious where their allegiances are. One recent Thanksgiving I had at my parents' house, the dinner was in the afternoon, right after we did the prayers, and after they had boasted about how thankful they were for what they had, they proceeded to scarf down their dinners, skipped out on dessert, and within 15 minutes of us saying grace and sitting down, they were out of the house to catch the beginning of the sale. It was unbelievable. My parents and I, the only three people remaining at the table, were left sitting going, "What the fuck?" And again, that's my biggest criticism of the Black Friday sales. Why do they have to make the sales on Thursday? Ah, yes. Thank the Creator for what you have at dinner. We give thanks, O Lord Almighty, for the blessings you have given us, Father God. We thank you for the provisions and this blessed meal. And we thank you with this time of fellowship with my family and friends. Let us feast together and give thanks.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Now everybody get the fuck out of my way. I don't care if I already got a TV. I ain't this one now. Hey, my kid needs a new Xbox and PS4. Hurry, get the girls 2 new iPhones. Don't forget the mace. Everybody get the fuck out of my way or I will break your fucking face tonight. Give me something great. Give me something great. Just give me something great. How about your fucking face? I hope you It wasn't always like this. Way back in the day, it was considered an unwritten rule not to start your sales until the day after Thanksgiving. A lot of stores would not start advertising their sales until after the parades were over, which traditionally ended with an appearance from Santa, signifying that Christmas was just around the corner. Believe it or not, for many years, Black Friday wasn't considered the busiest day. Used to be the last weekend before Christmas Day. And it really wasn't until 2005 when Black Friday became Black Friday. Back when the sales would begin early in the morning, we'd still have nice nights. And there was no rush. But then the sales kept starting earlier and earlier and earlier and earlier. And then they began at midnight. And then the stores decided it was a good idea to begin their sales at 10 p.m. on Thursday. And then the shitstorm began. And a number of retailers then pushed it to 8 p.m. So much for that traditional dinner. Oh, even earlier, let's begin our sales at 7 a.m. on Thanksgiving Day. Thanks a lot, Kmart. And thank you for Walmart for still doing this crap. And it's impossible not to see where they formed the lines on the week before. And it appears to be commonplace for people to literally camp out as far as a week in advance to hold their spots in line. Jesus fucking Christ. All of that for fucking TVs, video game consoles, and a number of other things. Then, of course, there's the desperate demand, and then there's the fights that break out in the stores or in the parking lot. It's to the point where minor injuries are considered common in Black Friday crowds. Yes, it is almost certain that you might have a minor injury statistically just for going Christmas shopping.
We do it every year, part of the family tradition. Last year we lost our youngest daughter. Her head was stepped on and crushed, but in her memory we're going to find a young girl and step on her head this year. If anyone thinks they're gonna beat me inside that mall and keep me from getting my kids' Christmas presents, they can kiss my fat vagina, cause I'm bringing the motherfucking pain.
Especially when they open the stores and allow that mob rush to go in, oftentimes breaking down barriers in the process. How would you like to risk getting shot or even killed just for Christmas shopping, or for even working that day just to handle all you jackasses that trample them? The first recorded instance happened at a store at Valley Stream, New York, 2008, when a worker was trampled to death because of idiots rushing into the store. And then that same day, that same year, 2 people were shot in Palm Desert. In this decade alone, we have had people going into stores carrying weapons ready for war, sometimes pulling out guns, and either threatening or shooting them, whether it's over merchandise or over a freaking parking space. And then most recently, you had police killing a person who was shooting at someone else at a mall. And it's just the tip of the iceberg, and every year, there's always incidents of violence and just around shitty behavior for human beings. Maybe the deals are worth the trouble to these people. Maybe I'll admit the prices on game consoles I don't have look mighty tempting. But at this point in life, I have everything I need. And at best, the only major things I would really want would be more telescope equipment, because the astrophotographer astronomy enthusiast in me is never satisfied with the pictures I take. And that's all stuff I buy online anyway. I'm not going shopping on Black Thursday or Black Friday. I'll just do my shopping online, thank you very much. What about Thanksgiving for me? Well, if my Black Friday crazy family members choose to host the dinner so they can go spend an arm and a leg later that night, whatever, so be it. I know other families that just celebrate the holiday on a different day, which, hey, I'm okay with that. But as for me, I'll gladly skip out on all the craze. Even if the dinner was just a few people and not a huge gathering, I wouldn't trade it for anything else. I am going to eat what we have, and damn it, I'm having some pie. You want any other rants, guys? You want any other old videos for me to re-upload or redo? All you got to do is ask.